the dogs shall not enter in through the gates of the city. Psalms 22:16. For dogs have compassed me, the assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. All right, this is King David in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua prophesying about the crucifixion of Yahushua. And what did he say? For dogs have compassed me. Okay, so the dogs are the other nations, man. Okay, the other nations, Esau, non-Israelite people, man. Those are the dogs, man. And they're not going to enter in through the gates of the city. They will have the outer court, okay, outside of the city. Let's go to the book of Matthew 15, verse 24. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs. Okay? So Yahushua said out of his own mouth, he said it is not meet to take the children's bread, all right, the Israelites, and cast it to dogs. Let's go to Revelation 22, verse 14. See, because the Bible said precept must be upon precept, man. Revelation 22 and 14, blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. Verse 15, for without are dogs. Okay? For without are dogs. So the dogs are the other nations that could pass Yahushua round about, Esau and the other nations. And let us not get started on Moab and Ammon, because they can't even enter into the congregation forever. Okay? They can't enter into the congregation forever. They will never get into the congregation. Okay? So now let's go back to the book of Matthew, and we're going to go to the 25th chapter. This thing is only for the Israelites, man. It's not for the other nations. It's not for Moab, you know, Ammon, Esau, Ham, any of these other nations. It's not for none of them. It's for the children of Israel. Matthew 25. All right, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on his left. Verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Okay? So he's separating. They're not going to be in there. Okay? They're not going to be in there, man. Let's prove it some more. Revelation 21, verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Okay? So they're going to be inside of the gates, man. When you read the forces of the Gentiles, that's really talking about the Israelites, the ones that's not of the elect. Okay? When they shall bring in the forces of the Gentiles, that's talking about the Israelites, which were the strangers. Okay? That's who that was talking about. That wasn't talking about the actual Gentiles. That was talking about the brethren, those that were scattered from afar off. the heathens is going to have the outer court. They're not going to be in the gates of the city, man. They're going to be on the outer court. They're not going to be up in there with us, because the scriptures tell you that. Let's go to the book of Joel. Let's go to the book of Joel. Joel 3, verse number 17. And it reads, so shall ye know that I am the Lord, Yahweh, so shall ye know that I am the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore. Okay? So they not going to be up in there with us, man. It's just that simple, man. It's just that simple. Let's go to the book of Amos. Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, Salakia, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathen which are called by my name. The heathen right here is the Israelites, because they was called by his name. Okay? Let's go to 2 Chronicles. So the heathen is going to be grabbed back in, which are the Israelites, man. Because nobody else was called by his name but the Israelites. And we're going to deal with that. The Most High he only knew Israel, man. All right. 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14. And it reads, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land. Okay, so the heathen that was called by his name was the Israelites. It wasn't the other nations, man. Okay, let's get another precept. So the strangers that you see join with Israel is still the Israelites. Those that were the lost sheep, the other sheep that Yahweh shall have, which was of that fold, which was not of that fold, right? Isaiah 63 verse 19, it said, we are thine, thou never bearest rule over them. They were not called by thy name, okay? What the Bible says, Salakia, they were not called by thy name, okay? So the heathen, which was called by his name, was Israel, man. So the Most High is going to have mercy on the heathen, man. The Israelites that lost the covenant. Not the other nations, because they never had the covenant. The Most High never knew them. So ain't no heathens going to be up in there with us, man. The heathens that's going to be up in there that's with us is the Israelites. They're going to be doing, you know, the duties of serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They're going to be the servants in righteousness, man. But the other nations, the actual heathen, is going to be getting their backs beat in for 1,000 years. Salakia, not 100 years, but 1,000 years. Salakia. So that's what's going to happen, man. The heathen that was joining to them, those were the Israelites, man. Because when you can read all through the Bible, it was always a separation between Israel and the other nations. Always. The Most High told us to separate from our enemy, man. Amos chapter 3, verse 1, hear this word that the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. So Hope this video was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Double honor to all the elders teaching the truth and sincerity. Brother Khan from the set of the Lions of Judah. Jeshurun. With that, I bid you a shalom.